Man, it's so frustrating. I think in this society, we are just constantly getting fished from scammers, from third parties, from people just willing to eat out of us good people. I see it at work, people falling for phishing emails. I see it in articles all over about people falling for social engineering. And even though we're getting more and more aware of all this phishing in this industry at this point of time, we are at the all-time high in our awareness, but we're still falling for it. And it doesn't help that people are really complacent, and sometimes we aren't on the ball when we're reading emails and reading our texts, and we end up falling for these phishing scams. And it doesn't help that attackers nowadays are getting more sophisticated. The information that they have on us just makes things so convincing, and it's so hard to distinguish between what's real and what's not. And I think it is time for us to go on an attack. So I'm really excited. I was thinking about how we could use ChatGPT's image recognizing features and the ability for it to read technical logs to see if we're able to use it as a phishing detection system. So that's the idea, and I hope that this will be a way just bring us to getting more power back to us, utilizing the technology against these people. So some of the ideas I was toying around with. One is to utilize the image processor ChatGPT has to see if it's able to read the email, maybe a screenshot of an email, to identify points that seem suspicious and to point it out so that we have a level of confidence to see whether this particular email is a phishing scam or it's something that is legitimate. The other thing that I was looking into is that sometimes image processors may not be that reliable, especially from the articles that I see online about images. The other thing is that we could utilize the properties of an email. So if you know in your Outlook and maybe Gmail, you have the ability to look at the properties of an email, which is what's behind what you see in an email, which you'll get like the sender's information. You'll get to know about the different links that are available on the email itself. So I was thinking, maybe what if ChatGPT could analyze those different information points and see and maybe figure out whether this particular email is a phishing email. Grant you, this is all just an experiment, so I hope that through this investigation we'll be able to figure out something. Alright, that being said, let's jump right into ChatGPT. I have ChatGPT on right now. Just to let you know, some disclaimer, I'm a ChatGPT member, so I'm using the Plus account right now. So let's go into creating a GPT. So what we can do is consider making a more specified machine that will allow us to do all this. Hi, what would you like to make? So let's try this. Hi, I would like to make a phishing email detection. It will take screenshots of, maybe not take, what we can do is that it will take screenshots that the user provides and analyze whether the email is a phishing email or not. It will also highlight why it thinks it's a phishing email. Also provide a confidence score. So a confidence score is what I'm looking at is because it can't be 100% sure that it's gonna be a phishing email, and I think it would be quite unfair to expect it to give you a black and white answer. So at least I think it will be fair if they can provide a percentage of why it thinks it's a phishing email, and probably for our end it's going to be our duty to inspect those areas that it feels it could be a phishing email. So let's see how it goes. Fish guard analyzer, sure, sounds good. So it's generating a profile picture for this GPT. Well, I think whatever image it's gonna produce, we can just leave it as that. Sure. What are some key things that it should be emphasized or avoided in the response? Let me think. What are some? Well, I would feel that we'll check the links or attachment, if any, to see it may be suspicious. Also, it would be good to have it point out areas that we should look further into in the email screenshot. Alright, let's see whether this works. So it's asking whether it should be formal, casual, or something else. Let's go for formal, please. This is going to be quite exciting. Now that it's done, alright. Can you try it out in the preview? So first things first is that we'll need to test it to see if it works in the first place. So at this point in time, I was thinking of whether I should use my phishing emails that I've seen in my company, but I think for privacy's sake, it will be better if you just take one that's from the stock. So let's find something that we know is a good example. That's too obvious. Let's try for something different. Alright, this looks pretty good. Let's screenshot this and see whether this will be something we can consider. Back to ChatGPT. Wonder if you can just paste it in. Yes. Alright, so that we paste it in, then I say, is this email a phishing attempt? Let's see how it goes. Oh no, it's a problem. Oh, it looks like we're having some issues right now. Oh, let's give it a try. Keep on going. How about we just create it first and then we'll fine tune it later. Save. Okay. Let's go. So first things first, let's go to GPT. You go for my created ones, wherever it may be. Anybody except all mine. There we go. Okay, let's try. Email a phishing attempt. Cross fingers. Okay, let's see the output. This is quite interesting and it'll be fantastic if it works. Generic greeting. Okay, that's good. That's true. Urgent language. Your account is on the hold. Please, yes. Unusual sender screenshot. Wow, this is actually not bad. Wow. Okay, so this might actually work out. Suspicious links. Update account now. May lead to fake. Yep. Phishing attempt is high, approximately 90%. That is amazing. That works out pretty well than I expected. But I think the other thing that we need to do is to give it a control, and we will see whether that works out. So let's try that. Okay, so here we go. I have a legitimate email that I know that it's from a legitimate source, and let's try it again. So the idea for this control is to make sure that it's able to make a clear distinction, and it's not just spamming that it's a phishing email for every screenshot that it gives. Wow, look at that. It seems like it's able to detect that it's legitimate. So this is quite cool because I had two different ideas and it seems like the first idea is working out very well. That's amazing. So this is what I feel that the technology is really all about. It's being able to leverage and utilize it for purposes that allows us to bridge between the technical and the difficulties that we are facing when it comes to these kind of threats in the wild. So in conclusion, it seems like you are able to use ChatGPT to solve your phishing detection crisis. So I have two options right now as to whether to put this up in the ChatGPT store or to just provide a link so that you guys can play around with it. You know what I'll do? I'll just provide this free for everyone. So just go into the description below, have a play around with it. If you notice anything fishy or anything that is a bit wrong or any improvements that I can make on the back end of this GPT, just let me know. Because I think this is amazing that it's able to do this distinguishing. Yeah, so hopefully this will be something really interesting, and if you guys are using it on your day-to-day and you're personally using this GPT, let me know, drop it down in the comments. I'll be excited to read about it and hopefully share about it in the next round. And I guess maybe we can in the future make another video about improving this GPT and see how far we can push this as well. So far I'm really glad with what we've got out, and I think one thing to take note of on all this is that even though we have this technology, one piece of advice that I would like to share with you, especially if you're in a cybersecurity industry, I think you would know this very well, is that nothing beats proper vigilance, proper education, and being aware of the many threats that you face, and being careful with anything that is sensitive, your confidentiality, anything that can hurt you. Be aware, be careful, and always be skeptical. Yep. In the cybersecurity, there's this term that we always like to use called zero trust, and I think is such an important concept to hold. And if you really must trust, always verify. So until the next video, I think this is an amazing video for today. I'm so glad that I was able to share this with you. If you like this and you like more of this content, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.